So today is Sunday, so of course it's PS4 themes update. We're gonna only cover two themes today. It's Ready Player One, and then after that we're gonna cover Detroit Become Human. Now the way you get the Ready Player One theme for free, of course, you gotta head back over to the UK PlayStation Store. They also have the Tomb Raider theme over there, but I didn't want to pick that up because not a big fan of the new Tomb Raider video games or the movie. I did not see it. I'm skipping it. Not gonna see it. But they do have that theme over there for free. But Ready Player One was my first priority, so went over there, got that theme, and it is amazing. It is one of my favorite themes to date. Now, as you can see up the top already, it's just the main movie poster, but there's pulses of light throughout the whole top half of the movie poster. It looks pretty epic. But down the bottom, it's ever-changing dynamic theme at its best. You have, okay, there's a yellow character, pink, purple, red, and blue, which is the main character. And they have the character, their avatar that they portray inside of the digital universe, and it has their name, of course, down the bottom. It's just a perfect dynamic theme layout. You don't get better than this. You really don't. And once again, it was free. Now, I don't know if they have advertisements for this movie for other game systems, but I'm only covering it for PlayStation because that's where I heard it was at. The next one, PS4 exclusive, Detroit Become Human. Up top, all three protagonists, right? There's a little bit of dynamicness up there, but down the bottom, there are pulses of light throughout the cityscape of Detroit, and it looks awesome. I really, really love how it looks. I told people I was going to talk about the Nintendo Switch, and we are going to talk about the Switch. Then I'm going to talk about that new game that I played yesterday for the PlayStation Legion podcast. So, I can get the Switch. It's not the money. It's the time and the games that I'm going to be playing. I'm invested in platinuming Monster Hunter. I'm now 3 trophies away from that platinum. I'm 2 crowns away from the last silver in the game, and then the other 2 trophies are just golds for getting the rest of all the crowns in the game. After I platinum that game, I'm going to be pretty freed up to start playing more of these other games. Hopefully I can hurry up and platinum this game before God of War comes out so I can have more time to play other games. But there's games like Red Dead Redemption that is not on the Nintendo Switch, and of course Monster Hunter it's not on the Nintendo Switch. And if I go just right now look over some of my multiplats that I have, Burnout Paradise, that's not on the Switch. Tekken 7, I got that on a sale. That's also not on the Switch. Injustice 2, that's not on the Nintendo Switch. I play MMOs also, like Nebula Realm. Well, that's something like PlayStation Home. Let's just say Skyforge, that's not on the Switch. Grand Theft Auto 5, not on the Switch. There's games I have to get back in for the trilogy of Kingdom Hearts 3, and that's the Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5. I cannot play that on the Switch. As you understand, I'm not just listing off exclusives, I'm listing off multiplats that, take up my time. The Naruto series, currently right now, is not on the Switch. I've also played that. King of Fighters 14, not on the Switch. There's some games that are not on the Switch that I play. There's games that I just brought that are not on the Switch that are actually multiplats. The bigger the game, the higher the chance it's not going to go to the Switch. And I think everybody should understand that now. But some small games are not going over there too. We, as the whole gaming community and of course the gaming industry, we have to find out where is the best place to actually put your game or hype up your game, right? Right now, clearly, it's PlayStation. It's deja vu all over again with the PS1 and the PS2. That's what every developer is looking at the PS4 at, But with Nintendo, the Switch could be like the Wii all over again. The exclusives do well. Mario, Zelda, Kirby, Metroid, Donkey Kong, stuff like that. But then the indie games, the third party titles, might not be picked up as well by that Nintendo community that's over there. That's putting the numbers on the board for the Switch in an amazing way currently. So, people have to think about that. Now, you've already been seeing pictures of Dayland because the gameplay for the GameStop video has expired already. But I love this game. I think it's a perfect fit for the Switch. I've been telling a lot of people this weekend that Ni no Kuni 2 is definitely going to the Switch. People can be mad at me. I'm not trying to troll you. I'm going to just start being realistic at this point in time. The game is 60 frames per second, Ni no Kuni 2. And it's 60 frames on the PS4 and the PS4 Pro. And of course, it does whatever it does on PC. But it looks like a game that would definitely be on the Switch. And if the developer can understand the compromises they have to make, then I think they'd put it on the Switch. They'd downgrade it and put it on the Switch. Colorful games look like they would do very well on the Switch. And I think a lot of developers know that. That's why a lot of the indie games that look like Super NES titles, they go straight to the Switch. PC has lost tons of exclusives to not just the PS4, to the Switch. There's been indie games that have skipped the PS4 and went straight to the Switch between last year and this year alone. I've kept track of a lot of this stuff. And I might not make videos about it, but I've kept track of a lot of this stuff. I do want to say I'm sorry for this video being long, but, I'm thinking very hard about getting a Switch. Smash Brothers is going to put me over the top. And I'm going to get the Switch for Smash Brothers. That's just a confirmation right now. I think Nintendo's done this many, many times. They put out tons and tons of money to get characters they want in Smash Brothers. And I was supposed to make this video weeks ago when Crash Bandicoot got announced for every platform under the sun outside of the PS4, which it got announced for 2 years ago. But I will say it. I think Crash is definitely going to be in Smash Brothers. Don't get pissed off at me. I'm just being realistic. Nintendo fans have been begging for Crash to be in the Smash Brothers game for a long time. Crash Insane Trilogy is going to the Switch on July 10th. Nintendo, they have a pretty good track record of if they want a character in their game, it doesn't matter how much money it is. They're going to put it and put that character in Smash. So, they did it with Ryu. They did it with Pac-Man, Mega Man, even Sonic. A long time ago, they put Sonic in there. Guaranteed. If they want Crash in that game, he's going to be in that game. The only way that won't happen is if Sony actually makes something of a successor to PlayStation All-Stars this year, and they already grab him up. It's possible. But at this point, I don't see there's any reason to brag about anything of his original origins since Activision threw that completely out the window. Because 20 years, it's been 20 years where the origin of Crash Bandicoot has been stuck on PlayStation, and now Activision said, fuck it. We don't care about origins. We care about money. So the origin doesn't matter, and due to the fact that the origin of Crash no longer matters because of Activision, it frees him up to be milked like he was in the early 2000s, which led to the collapse of Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon. There's so many different developers that had control of those characters, and they literally collapsed. With that being said, that's pretty much it.